Hey guys, today we're going to be ordering rational numbers. And so the first problem I'm given 4 and 12 hundredths, -4, 9 halves, and -17 fourths. And so the first thing I see is that all of my numbers are given to me in a different representation. And so I'm going to draw a number line, because I know that if I put these values on a number line, then I can see the order of them from either least to greatest or greatest to least. I need to figure out which values need to go on my number line. So I'm just going to start with -10 and go down. All right. So the first number that I know that I can place on this number line is 4 and 12 hundredths. I know that it's between 4 and 5, but very close to 4. So I'm going to put a dot right there and draw an arrow and write 4 and 12 hundredths. The next number that I know I can graph immediately because it's an integer is -4. And then I have 9 halves and -17 fourths. So I'm going to take 9 halves and I'm going to decompose it. And I know that 9 halves decomposes into 8 halves with an extra half. 8 halves is equal to 4. So 9 halves is really 4 and 1 half, which this makes it a lot easier for me to go graph on my number line. So again, I know 4 and a half falls between 4 and 5, and it's actually going to be right in the middle. So it will be to the right of 4 and 12 hundredths. I'm going to rewrite the number in the form that it was given to me. So that is 9 halves. And then I have -17 fourths. So with this fraction, I'm going to do the same thing that I did with 9 halves. And I'm going to decompose it. I know that -17 fourths will decompose into -16 fourths with an extra negative fourth. So this is -4 and 1 fourth, which makes it a lot easier for me to put on my number line. So -4 and 1 fourth is more negative than -4. So it will go in between -5 and -4, but it will be closer to -4. So now that I have all of these values on my number line, I can put them in order from least to greatest. The least number I see is -4 and 1 fourth, which was actually given to me as -17 fourths. The next number is -4, and then 4 and 12 hundredths, and the greatest number was 9 halves. Now I can take the same thinking and apply it to this next problem, where I have -2 and 1/10, +5 tenths, -5 tenths, and 5 hundredths. So again, I'm going to draw my number line. But this time I can tell that I'm not going to need to start at -10. So I'm going to start at -3 and go up by 1 each time. The first number that I'm going to graph is -2 and 1/10. It's more negative than 2, so it will fall in between -2 and -3, but it will be very close to -2. And then I have 5 tenths, which falls between 0 and 1, and it's right in the middle because it is 1 half. and then negative 5/10. So again, that will fall between 0 and -1. So it's almost in the exact same place as 5/10, just on the other side of 0. And then I have 5/100. 5/100 is a very, very small number. And that's going to be very close to 0. I know it falls between 0 and 1, and it will be closer to 0, and it will fall to the left of 5/10. So again, now that I have plotted all the numbers on the number line, now I can put them in order from least to greatest, starting with -2 1/10, then -5/10, then 5/100, and 5/10.